Happy morning, students. Unit 3 Magnetism and Magnetic Effect of Electric Current continuation video. Here in this video, let me see a device that is used to detect the current flow in the circuit, and also we can find the direction of the current. Okay, that device is known as moving coil galvanometer. Okay, using this device we can indicate the current in the circuit. Okay, used to indicate the current flow in the circuit, and also indicate the direction of the current. Okay, this is a moving coil galvanometer arrangement. Here let me see the principle at which it works. Okay, we know in our previous video we learnt about the torque experienced by the current loop that is placed in a magnetic field. That is a principle of this device. Okay, principle. In a current carrying loop, okay, this is a rectangular loop that is placed in a uniform magnetic field, then it experiences a torque. This is the principle of this device. Let me see the construction behind this device. Okay, here it consists of three major parts. One is coil, then fixed core, then permanent magnet. Okay, here it is a coil in the shape of rectangle. It contains large number of turns that are wound on a light metallic film. Okay, then the fixed core consists of soft iron material that is inside the coil. Then the coil is suspended in between the pole piece of the horseshoe magnet. Okay, this is that magnet. Then it can produce a radial magnetic field. That is a important thing in moving coil galvanometer. Okay, that is it produce radial magnetic field. Okay, then the upper end of that rectangular coil is attached to a fine strip. Okay, then the lower end is connected to hair spring. This hair spring and fine strip are made up of same material, that is phosphor bronze. Okay, because it produces small couple per unit test. Okay, then one more thing, a small plane mirror is fixed on a strip to measure the deflection of the coil with the help of a scale and a lamp. Okay, if suppose in order to pass a current in the galvanometer, here these are the terminals. Okay, the fine strip and the spring are the terminals to pass the current in the galvanometer. Okay, let me see the working of the device. Working. Here we know the coil consists of n turns. Here I consider a single turn, that is in the shape of a rectangle. You know very well. Here it is that rectangular loop that is named as P, Q, R, S. The length of the rectangular loop is L and the breadth is B. Here current flows from P to Q, Q to R, then R to S, then S to P. That is in anti-clockwise. Okay, then the coil is placed in a radial magnetic field that is provided by a horseshoe permanent magnet. Okay, it can produce radial magnetic field, north pole, south pole. It can produce radial magnetic field. In that magnetic field, the section QR and SP are always parallel to the magnetic field. For that case, it does not experience a force. Then the force due to this element is 0. Okay, then the section PQ and RS are perpendicular to the field. Okay, so it experiences a net force. Due to that force, it produces a torque. Okay, for that single turn, the torque would be, listen, for a single turn the torque would be, torque is equal to perpendicular distance and it is a product of perpendicular distance and one of the forces. Okay, here I consider the rectangular loop. Here it is that rectangular loop. Okay, suppose I consider this one as P, Q, R, S. Here it attain a force, here also it attain a force. Then this one is a perpendicular distance. PS, we know PS is known as B. This is a perpendicular distance, we can write B. This is a perpendicular distance. Then one of the force, we can write this force. Okay, we know the force attained by the conductor in a magnetic field, that is F is equal to B I, the length of the conductor is L. Okay, L. Then substitute this, then torque became tau is equal to B B I L. Okay, here length into breadth became area. Area of the rectangle, area is equal to length into breadth. Then tau is equal to B I A. Okay, in order to find the net torque due to the coil having n number of turns, so we can multiply this one with n. Then tau net is equal to n B I A. This is a deflection couple or the torque experienced by the rectangular loop. Okay, this is a deflection torque that produced in a rectangular loop that is placed in a magnetic field. Okay, having n turns. Okay, this deflection torque will produce a twist in a coil. Okay, due to the twist it produces restoring torque. Okay, see, due to this deflection torque, couple or torque, deflection torque, it produces a twist in a coil and also produce restoring torque. Okay, then we know the restoring torque tau is proportional to amount of twist. Theta is a amount of twist. If theta increases, then the restoring torque also increases. Okay, then we can use the proportionality constant kappa. That kappa is known as torsional constant. Okay, torsional constant you already studied in your 11th standard. Okay, at an equilibrium, the deflection couple is equal to restoring couple, or the deflection torque is equal to restoring torque. Deflection torque is equal to restoring torque. Okay, we know the deflection torque, that is N B A I, that is equal to restoring torque is kappa theta. It is not K, it is a kappa theta. Okay, then rearranging this, then current I is equal to, we can write kappa by N A B theta. Okay, here kappa by N B A is a constant that is known as galvanometer constant. G is a galvanometer constant. Galvanometer constant. Okay, here this type of moving coil galvanometer is very sensitive, so we need more care while using this. We are only using pointer type moving coil galvanometer for measuring the currents. Okay, here let me see the figure of merit of galvanometer. It is defined as a current which produces a deflection of one scale division in a galvanometer. Okay, here I consider a galvanometer. It is a needle, it is a pointer type galvanometer. Okay, suppose it is 0, it is 1, it is 2, it is 3. Okay, if suppose I am applying a current, then the current that is needed to deflect one scale is known as figure of merit. Okay, the current which produce a deflection of one scale division in a galvanometer is known as figure of merit of a galvanometer. Okay, let me see the sensitivity of a galvanometer. A galvanometer is said to be sensitive. It can produce large deflection for small current or voltage. Okay, here first of all let me see the current sensitivity. Current sensitivity, that is EC1, that is represented as IS. IS is equal to theta by I. Current sensitivity is defined as deflection produced per unit current. Deflection produced per unit current. Okay, then we know very well I is equal to N by K by NAB theta, kappa by NBA theta. Okay, rearranging this we get theta by I is equal to NAB by kappa. Okay, substitute this, then current sensitivity IS can be written as NAB by kappa. Okay, that is equal to theta by I, deflection per unit current. Then we know this value is equated with 1 by G. Okay, then IS is equal to theta by I, that is equal to 1 by G. This is known as current sensitivity. Current sensitivity is nothing but a deflection per unit current. Okay, then we can increase the current sensitivity by, listen, it is a current sensitivity, we can increase by, IS can be increased by increasing the number of turns, or increasing the area of the coil, or increasing the magnetic field, or decreasing the K. K is a torsional constant. Okay, couple per unit test. Okay, or decreasing the couple per unit test. Okay, that's why we are using pass per bronze wire. Okay, then we next see the voltage sensitivity. Voltage sensitivity, that is EC1, it is represented as Vs. Voltage sensitivity is given as deflection produced per unit voltage. Okay, it is defined as deflection produced per unit voltage. Okay, then we can write Vs is equal to theta by V. Then we know V is equal to IR. Okay, then we can write theta by I Rg. Here Rg is a galvanometer resistance. We know very well theta by I is equal to, that is theta by I is equal to N A B by K Rg. Okay, then we can also write I by G Rg. Okay, this is known as voltage sensitivity. Then we know this is IS. Then we can write Vs is equal to IS by Rg. Okay,